my friend. Welcome to Live Chat. I am very excited to be here. Last week was a banger of a chat. It was long. Lots of people had lots to say about last week's chat. But I think that it was a good one, man. Like we had a lot to talk about, and we were joined by lots of people, and it was a thing. So I was like, well, what can I do to follow that up? My gosh, like what can I do? And I was like, you know what? Let's talk about because last week we talked about Jaclyn Hill and her most recent, not it's not most recent anymore, her video where she was kind of sort of I don't know, she was talking about her business life and she was closing down her brands. And then she was talking about how she doesn't want to be a salesperson and, it makes her feel icky and all of that, which we all agreed. Well, not everybody agreed because the comments afterward, Jaclyn's fans found me, and a lot of them did not agree. We'll just leave it at that. But a lot of us, agreed that she's been selling things for a really long time. So for her to say that selling is icky was a little bit weird. So I thought that today we would talk a little bit about affiliate links, affiliate marketing, and brand deals and sponsorships. And I would just kind of give you my perspective. I know that other people have made videos on this. I have been doing getting PR, sponsorships, all that stuff. My channel has been around for 11 years, so pretty much since the beginning. So I've watched it evolve and grow over time, and I feel like I have a really good handle on this topic. So I thought that maybe the community here could ask me questions that they were wondering. I do have some things that I personally want to touch on, but I figured the people that are here live can ask questions about what you're wondering about affiliate marketing, and I'll just answer them. We'll just answer them because I feel like there's a lot that people just don't talk about, because it's people don't like talking about how they make money, because that's how I'm able to do this as a job. We can talk about Google AdSense too, which is a huge part of my income. I've never been a very private person. I mean, there's certain things I don't want to talk about because I know it affects more than just me. When it comes to something affecting people that are not me, then I wouldn't talk about it. But if it's just affecting me, I'll tell you anything. I don't freaking care. So it's like, whatever. So we're going to talk about that. Jaclyn did put up a video this week where this was after she said selling felt icky, of all things that she was making affiliate marketing money off of. Everything was linked with codes, which I do on every video too. I'm not going to blame her for doing that. It's just, it was the timing of it to say in a video that selling felt icky and then to follow it up with a video selling things with affiliate links is just a little weird. So I figure I would just talk about it. And we'll just, whatever y'all want to ask me. And then I have some things I want to share too. So before we get started, I do want to very quickly say hello to the people that are here live. They're going to help with this conversation. Good morning, Andrea. Good to see you. Milena, good morning from France. Oh, I don't know what time it is there, actually. Hello from France, leaving for the holidays tomorrow. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I hope you enjoy your holiday. Donna Lee, good morning to you. Good morning to Teresa and the rest of the moderators, Flori and Steph and Audra. Thank you so much for being here, keeping this a nice, safe space. If for some reason a moderator asks you to do something, all I ask is that you just follow the direction. Even if you don't understand it, even if it doesn't make sense, if you could just listen to them, that would be amazing. It's not a personal attack. Sometimes they accidentally hit a button and put someone on timeout by accident. If that's you, know that it is probably an accident, because it happens sometimes. Unless you said something offensive, then it probably wasn't an accident. But yes, please listen to the moderators. Really, really appreciate that. We've had issues with that in the past, so that's why I mention it. Roya, hello. So good to see you. Happy Sunday. Oh, there we go. Francesca Lilly, good afternoon from the UK. Hello. I am having a good day. I hope you are having a good afternoon. Hi, Slick. Good morning and afternoon to you. Hi, Ginger and Ms. Lavender. Good morning to you. And French Fry, I love your dog. Your dog is so cute. Happy Sunday to you. And Tracy, hello. If I did not say hello and good morning to you, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I think some people, we have a little bit of a slow start, and I think some people are still watching What's Up in Makeup because it was a long one. So unless you like jumped in at the very beginning of What's Up in Makeup, it's still playing. Or if you put it on double speed. 4 p.m. there in France. Gotcha. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. I wish I could say it in French, but I can't. I'm learning Spanish right now. That's my thing. I'm on Duolingo. I am on day, I think, 22, 23 of learning Spanish. And it is humbling, my friend. It is humbling learning a second language as an adult. My kids laugh at me all the time. Yo hablo inglés. You know, I'm like sounding ridiculous over in my corner, like not with no act. I can't speak. I try to speak with a little bit, like not as much of an American accent, but it's terrible. So bad. But anyway, all right. So let's talk about the three main ways that influencers, at least we'll just say me, the three main ways that I am able to do this as a job. One way is through Google AdSense. So people ask me all the time. I know you probably already know this, but people ask me all the time when they say, "What do you do as your full-time job?" And I say, "I do YouTube." They're like, "How do you make money doing that?" And the biggest thing that people don't understand is that when you watch an ad on YouTube, YouTube does take a significant cut of what the advertiser pays to show that out on your video, but they also give the influencer, the person who created the video, I can't even say influencer, the person who created a video also gets a cut of that money. So it ends up being a fraction of a penny per view per ad. That's why when you see multiple ads, the influencer is getting a fraction of a penny every time. And what happens is that adds up. So unless you're getting at least, a couple thousand views on a video, you're probably not really making anything. The other thing that I think people don't know is that when you are, not all videos on YouTube are created equal when it comes to payout on Google AdSense. So I'm not going to get too in the weeds on it, but there's the rate that the advertisers pay, which is called the CPM, or that's how much they pay per 1,000 views. And then there's the RPM, which is how much the person who created the video makes per 1,000 views. And they are different. I don't know what it can be very close. It can be very far away. I don't understand how they calculate the two different numbers. It makes no sense to me. But what I do know is that certain video types make a higher amount of money than other video types. A lot of that, in my opinion, this part's opinion, if you have something that you can sell through your video, you're going to make more money through Google AdSense because it's more advertiser friendly. The more advertiser friendly you are for people to actually click and buy something, the more Google is going to pay you. So the beauty space is actually one of the highest paid in Google AdSense of all of the niches. Some of the other ones are like tech sales, people that review like iPhones and cameras and stuff like that. They make a lot of money. Some of the lowest ones are like gaming. Gaming makes pennies compared to the beauty space. You're talking about if an influencer makes $10, if a beauty person makes $10, the gamer may make 2 or 3. It is a huge, huge difference. Vlogging does not make a lot of money. Anything that isn't sales heavy is going to make less. Oh no, Mods is confused already. Well, ask me questions and I will answer them. YouTube Premium, we do get a cut of YouTube Premium. It's actually set up so if you pay for a subscription, if you pay for a YouTube subscription, then we do get some of that because you're not watching ads. So we have an actual separate section on our dashboard that says how much we make from the YouTube Premium subscriptions. I'm sorry I'm being confusing. I'm not trying to be confusing. Let me know if I'm not making sense. I'm trying to see if there's any questions of why I'm not making sense. I would love to know. Okay. Yeah, we don't get all of the membership money. We just get some, just a piece of it. I don't, it used to be, they used to tell us that we would get more from a premium subscription than a regular ad, but it doesn't seem to be that way unless there's just not that many people that have a premium subscription. But I feel like a lot of people in the community do have premium subscription. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, so that is a big chunk of what I personally make is my AdSense. The other thing, so when you see ads on a video, there's sometimes there can be lots of ads. YouTube, if I don't put ads in, YouTube will put them in for me. So I try to put them in strategically placed. Let's say it's an hour-long chat. I put in an ad every 10 minutes. So I put in like 5 ads, right? You may not get shown all 5 ads. I don't know how many ads you're going to get shown. It's going to vary per person. So I usually put in quite a few because I know that not everybody's getting served all the ads. I don't want to exhaust you with ads, but at the same time, it makes a huge difference. That extra ad makes a huge difference. So I try not to be annoying about it because we do place our own ads. You can choose whether at the beginning of the video, the end of the video, sprinkled through the middle. But if you don't put ads throughout the middle, you're losing out on could be hundreds of dollars. So it's like, that somebody can sit through 15 seconds and click next. It's like, oh, can you sit through 15 seconds? So I do feel bad sometimes that some of my videos are loaded up with more ads, but when it's like hundreds of dollars, it's like hard to not do that. I try not to make it too annoying, though. I try not to be too annoying. But people don't usually complain about the number of ads in my videos, so I'm hoping that it's a decent, a nice amount. So that's how Google AdSense works. If you have any questions about that, let me know. The other thing is affiliate marketing, and this is really confusing for a lot of people. So affiliate marketing, it used to be, when it started, I think this is where a lot of confusion comes from, that the individual brands had their own links. So like, let's say, for example, like ColourPop. I have a ColourPop code that comes directly from ColourPop. That's considered affiliate marketing. But let's say, so Catrice, this under eye brightener is freaking amazing. We'll talk about it when I talk about what's on my face. Catrice, I don't have a code with them, okay? But they do sell through Ulta. All right. Catrice doesn't know when I make commission off of Catrice, they most likely don't know. It's not directly connected to them because there are affiliate marketing companies that people go through. So you might have heard of Reward Style that says Our Style, Reward Style, Howl. There's a bunch of them. Where it'll say shop dot whatever, howl dot whatever, our style dot whatever. If you see those are affiliate marketing companies. So what they do is they have a bank of influencers, a bank of people that use affiliate links, and then they have a bank of brands. And the brands work out a rate that they pay the company, but also pay the individual people who are linking things, right? So the brand I'm not directly connected to the brand. I'm connected to this company who's connected to the brand, if that makes sense. So I won't say I'm sponsored by Catrice or Catrice is paying me for this, even though indirectly they are. I'm getting paid through this other company. It's not through Catrice. It's through whoever they're linked up with through Ulta. And each one has a different rate. We were actually talking about this quite a bit when we were at Creators and Friends, all the different platforms that we all use. And I need to get on the one that Kaki is on. We were talking about it and I keep forgetting to check out the one that Kaki does. But supposedly she absolutely loves the program that she goes through. So yeah, I mean, they're different rates for different people. Magic Links is another one. But you have to, some of them you have to be accepted into. You have to have a certain number of followers even to earn commission from these companies. So that makes a difference too, as far as the rates that you get. As of now, there's also YouTube has a little shelf that's underneath. There might be even in the corner a little thing that says mention products or something like that. We now earn commission through that too. It's the same thing as these other companies, as Magic Links, Reward Style. It's just through YouTube. So YouTube's now taking their cut. So depending on, it's like everybody's fighting for that ad money, you know? But I think that's something that's confusing, is people think that we are directly connected to these brands, but most of the time we're not. Most of the time it's just through these other companies. It's like a filtering through there. Oh, Catrice isn't sold at Ulta anymore. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, you get what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Milena says, but about ads in France, if you put more than one in the middle, you'll lose tons of viewers because we don't have as many ads on TV as you do in the US. So people won't accept them on YouTube either. That is very interesting. And also, depending on where the view comes from, what country the view comes from, the rate changes. So like US and Canada have high rates. But if I get views from France, or if I get views from, I don't know. I forget what other, I'm trying to think of other countries. Australia, actually Australia I think is pretty high, but there are certain countries that are much, much, much lower as far as the rates that they pay, I guess, because the exchange rate and the cost of living or whatever. I don't know how they calculate it, but views that come from certain countries have different rates. I don't know how they keep it all straight, to be honest. I don't know. Angela says, I watch the ads that interest me. All the Temu ads get skipped. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a little secret. I didn't tell you this. So in What's Up in Makeup, there's a secret giveaway in the middle of it. Just want to let you know. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, but there is a secret giveaway in there, and I forgot to put the rules. I'll have to do that after chat. I forgot to put the rules for the giveaway. I was tired last night. I forgot. I'm going to do that when I get done. But anyway, there's a secret giveaway. Do you know Temu found my giveaway email address? How? How did they find it? I'm not signed up for anything. It's literally just a dump. I got an email from Temu over there. Companies, they're hardcore. I will never do a Temu sponsorship. Just so you know, I'm putting that out there. I will never do it. Quote me. If I ever do one, I've been possessed. You know, my body's been taken over by aliens. I don't know. If I ever do a Temu ad, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Okay, so this is a great question. Katrina, do creators get to select restrict ad categories, or are those chosen by the algorithm? They are chosen by the algorithm. There are certain ads that you can block. So for example, I've blocked political ads, I've blocked ads about gambling, and I've blocked ads about alcohol because I know politics is a thing. And the election in 2016, there were people that were very upset with me because they thought that I chose specific political ads, which we don't get to choose what ad shows. We have no idea what ad is going to show. A lot of people, they get mad at what ad is showed. Like, I don't know what ad's going to be showed. You can't pick the ad itself, but you can restrict certain topics. I know some people have issues with gambling. Some people have issues with alcohol. That's why I block those. Political ads is just too much drama. Because like, even if you're hate watching somebody on the other side, or you're trying just to figure out how the other side feels about something, you'll get political ads from that side. It's not the creator's fault, I promise you, unless they turn it off. But in general, we don't get to pick. It's just like sensitive things. I think Magic Links, as far as signing up for that, I don't think you need a ton of followers for Magic Links. I think that's one of the ones with a lower threshold. I haven't really used Magic Links in a while, so but I think that's one of the ones with a lower threshold. Misty Moon says, when I skip an ad while watching a creator I really like, I whisper sorry because I worry about them losing money from the ad. Don't worry about it. Like, at least with my channel, if you want to skip an ad, skip an ad. Like, I care about you wasting your time. Like, I don't want you to waste your time. Like, just skip the ad. It'll be fine. I care, like, the fact that you're watching my video, that's what I care about. Like, what? Like, if you're here, like, thank you. Skip the ad. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Watch my money go way down. But that's okay. You know what? Like, unless it's like a 1 minute ad or something and you feel like it, like, if you don't want to, don't. It's okay. Thank you, Missy, though. It's okay. It's totally okay. You do what you want. If you want to sit through it, cool. If you don't, that's fine. I don't want to do that to you. Pam, do you get commission if they just click or if the link they purchase from the link? Okay, so for affiliate links, the person has to purchase. I do get credit for how many people click on it. Like they see, oh, 700 people clicked on this link, but only 10 people bought it. The 700 people that clicked on it, that shows an interest and people may buy it later. So that still counts, but I only get paid if people buy a product. And if you return it, I don't get paid out for a while. So if you end up returning it, then I don't get paid either. That's how that works too. Oh, thank you, Jen Gerard. Hi, Jen Gerard. Such good information. Channel explains the best stuff the best. Well, thank you. I try. Thank you. Alyssa, if someone clicks an affiliate link but doesn't use that link, instead uses the Amazon app to purchase, the influencer still get commission? No. Not unless you clicked on an Amazon link. So if you click, this is why people love Amazon links, is let's say I click on an Amazon link to buy this Benefit cookie highlighter, right? But then I buy a television set. The influencer gets credit for the highlighter and the television set. So when you're doing your holiday shopping on Amazon, if you want your favorite influencer to get a kickback on whatever you're buying, you can click on one of their Amazon links and then you don't have to buy that thing. Just buy whatever you want and the influencer will get credit for it. So, holiday season's coming up. If you're going to be shopping anyway, I'm just kidding. Do what you want, but that's the truth though. That's the fact of what happens. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you don't, that's okay too. But yeah, that's one thing that affiliate links don't take into consideration is if you switch platforms. If you switch platforms, then we don't get anything. But that's okay. I mean, it's just like it all evens out in the end. It all evens out in the end. Temu is creepy. It's turning into like MLM land where you have to get people to sign up under you and stuff. It's getting real over there. My kids were like, sign up for Temu. I was like, why do you even know what Temu is? And absolutely not. I am not signing up for your Temu link. Like, no, absolutely not. And y'all need to get off of it too. It's ridiculous. All right, let me scroll down. I think I'm way behind. Oh, I'm not way behind. I'm fine. Okay. So affiliate links are a way that I don't make as much in affiliate links as some of my colleagues here on YouTube. There are people that are very like that's more of what they do is more sales, which is fine. It's just a little bit different. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with sales. I'm gonna make that. There's nothing wrong with selling things. It's when you go about it in a creepy way. It's when you go about it in a sneaky, like, I'm not going to tell you, like, and then I'm just going to kind of get it on the back end. Like, that's when it's a problem. But there's nothing, I see absolutely nothing wrong with affiliate links. I've been using them for years. Why people don't do affiliate links sometimes? Why people don't do them. Number one thing is they take a long time to create. There are certain platforms that have plugins where, like, for example, Howl, there's a little icon that I can click. So if I'm on Sephora's website, there's a product I want to link, I can click on my little thing and I set up like a little, it's like and like a folder, and then I click on the link and it automatically gives me the affiliate link for that page. But it still takes time to type it all in the description box and all that and copy and paste, especially if you have a lot of links. It takes a really long time. And there's actually influencers that pay people to do their description boxes for them, which I think is fantastic if you can afford it, because it really does take time. For What's Up and Makeup, it probably takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to do my affiliate links, to find the products, put the links in, all of that. It takes a long time. Even when they give you shortcuts, it really does take a long time. So that's one reason why people don't necessarily do affiliate links, even though I feel like everybody probably should, because it's like, it doesn't cost the customer any extra. There's no effect on the customer as far as financial stuff goes. It's just basically just like a referral bonus kind of thing. One thing that sketches me out sometimes is when people use Bitly links instead of reward style, which I've seen influencers do. I think that that's weird. I don't know why you would take a reward style link and then put it into Bitly, unless Bitly, if you don't know, is a URL shortener. So it takes long links and makes them shorter because the reward style links are already pretty short. So it's like, I don't understand. I'm not saying it's something shady happening, but I don't understand why you would run a reward style link through a Bitly unless you were trying to hide that it was a reward style link. Like, because they're really not that much shorter. It's like a few characters, unless your description box is super full, because you can only put so much in your description box. So unless your description box is super full, to me, I didn't necessarily tell the truth a second ago. I do think that there's a reason, and I think it's to hide that it's an affiliate link, which I don't understand why we're doing that at this point. So I feel like most customers are like fine with affiliate links, unless you've specifically said that you don't like making money and that you don't care about making money. Maybe you would hide your affiliate links through Bitly links. I don't know, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. So that's, I think, is a little bit weird. It's a little weird. Lexi wanted to know if you can use QR codes in descriptions. No. But they are recommending, I've seen people start to recommend putting QR codes in the video if you want people to go to a specific place, to put a QR code in the video, because a lot of people are watching on their TVs now. And you can't click on links from a television. So if I have anything to direct you to, if I remember, I'm going to start using QR codes on the screen, but you can't put them in description boxes as far as like an actual QR code. I imagine they do that one day. Yeah, Jen thinks that that's true. Bitly links are definitely used to hide affiliate links. Yeah, I think so too. I think they might be, which I think is weird. Why? Why are we doing this? The thing is, if we're just honest, if we're just honest about things, then we don't have to hide anything. If you just tell the truth, you don't have to keep track of your lies, and you don't have to hide anything. You just like, yeah. So the rates on affiliate links can be anywhere from a few percent to 15 to 20%. I've seen some brands even do like a 50% commission. That's rare though. That's really rare. I would say most common is like a 10 to 15% commission, which is really nice. It's really nice. So a lot of people can earn a good bit of money on affiliate links. You really can. And one thing that I think is important is, I think that some people get this and some people don't. That there's nothing wrong with earning money from your job. Like, we all have to earn money from our jobs, or else how do we do the things that we love? How do we buy the things that we need? How do we have a house and food and clothing if we don't earn money from our jobs? Like, if you don't earn money from your job, you can't live. So there's nothing wrong with earning money from your job. It's just when you aren't honest about how you're earning that money, I think that that's where the problem starts. So yeah, I think that's an issue, and where it becomes a problem. But I think that it needs to be normalized, because people say, well, you only make YouTube videos for the money. I don't only make YouTube videos for the money. Do I make YouTube videos for the money? Yes, because it's my job. Do you go to your job for the money? Yeah. It's like when I was teaching, people were like, why are you teaching? You just care about, the money or what? It's like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Like, yeah, I need to get paid because I need to live. Like, we need to stop shaming people for wanting to have money. Where the problem comes in is when it comes across in a shady way. I've said that like 4 times now, so you get what I'm trying to say. Patricia, thank you for joining the Collective Brain Elite. I want to have a community-only live stream next week. It will probably be either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'll put something in the community tab for members only in our community tab of when that's going to be, but it's going to be next week in the evening, my time. So probably like 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere there, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of next week. Just not sure what day yet. But keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Patricia, for joining. They're just hangout sessions. I'll never move this chat to over a paywall. It's just like chilling and hanging out. So Jeanette says, if you're shopping from someone's Amazon storefront, they always get the kickback though, right? Yes. Unless you click on someone else's link. So if you're shopping on someone's Amazon storefront and then you go to someone else's Amazon link and you click their link, I'm pretty sure it goes from whoever the last link was, but I could be wrong there. I could totally be wrong. Yeah, Dolphins Girl says, I've heard there are tons of ways to get premium without paying, but I'm kind of scared. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. Yeah, there's ad blockers, um, which we could get into ad blockers, but I have an unpopular opinion about ad blockers, and people get on me about Twitter on Twitter about that. I'm very anti ad blocker. Like, I get it. Like, if you are like a very like you're taking care of someone, or there's somebody that just doesn't understand the internet and how it works, I get an ad blocker for those people. People that may click on nefarious ads, that I get if you're worried about someone that you love. But beyond that, I'm very anti ad blocker. Very. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Donnelly says, if you're always at work but want to be consistent, could make content at work appropriately and be a good idea. Oh, wait, what? What happened, Donnelly? What did I miss? I missed something, Donnelly. Are we talking about the story from today? I just clicked on your thing without reading it, what you were talking about. Oh, we talking about just as like a channel idea. I think you're talking about like just as like a channel idea. I think that you just have to get a permission from where you work and make sure that that's okay. I know a lot of people on TikTok are doing live streams from their workplaces. I know somebody that works in a pharmacy and doesn't show the like obviously like the member ID stuff. Like does just shows like the counting of the pills. Like you can, I mean, Amazon, so many people from Amazon stocking boxes doing live streams. Um, I think you just have to be careful and make sure that you get permission from whoever you're employed by. Um, but I mean, it could be if people are interested in what you do for a living, absolutely. All right, let us take a quick break. Oh, okay, here we go. So, just real quick, Hannah says, why anti ad blocker? I work in media and advertising and I love mine. No hate, just curious if you have a reason I've never thought of. The reason is that it's essentially like, let's say you go to a blog and you don't see the ads, the person created that content. You're basically consuming that content for free. That person, you're going to something that somebody has created. I'll just do this real quick. And I know it's unpopular, but I'm not afraid. A little bit afraid. Okay. So let's say you go to a blog, someone's, worked really hard. They've taken the photos, they've written all the stuff out, and you have an ad blocker. The person makes their money for like they get paid for making that kind of content from the ads that show on that page. So essentially they're not getting paid for creating the thing that you are consuming, that you are taking. Same thing with YouTube videos. If you're watching a YouTube video, someone spent their time and their energy, it's their job. So if you have an ad blocker, then that person isn't getting paid, and for me it's essentially stealing, because that creator isn't getting paid for you taking what they've made. That's where I'm at on it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think that it's just one of those things like, yeah, you wouldn't steal a DVD. It's kind of like that. That's the way that the creator gets paid for it. Not everybody can afford YouTube Premium, and I totally get that. I do, like I said, I think there's certain circumstances where I think an ad blocker is important, but I think for the vast majority of people, I feel like ads are just part of the platform. And I think what's going to happen if people keep using ad blockers is that there's going to be a paywall for YouTube. There's going to be a paywall for like you're going to have YouTube Premium to watch YouTube. Because if they can't make the revenue through the ads, they're going to have to make the revenue through another way. So, yeah, kind of where I'm at on that. All right, let's take a little break. But I'm not mad at you. If you have an ad blocker, I'm not sitting here saying you're a terrible person and you're a thief and I've said that on Twitter in like a frustrated way, but I didn't really mean that. I didn't really mean like I hate you if you have an ad blocker. I don't. I don't know your life. I don't know what you do. I don't know like why you have an ad blocker. Like, you do. I just personally see it that way because this is how I feed my family. and it takes time and energy to make this stuff. And, it's my job. All right, let's talk about what's on my face. I need to stop. All right. PR. Is everything here PR? Yes. Everything I'm about to show you is PR. Pretty Fresh, hyaluronic acid, tinted moisturizer by ColourPop, Light 8N. But, I got to show you what I've been doing. So I'm pretty much out of my Catrice darkening drops. I did get a little bit of color on my skin, a little bit of sun damage from my vacations that I went on. So my foundations don't really match me right now. So I've been using a little bit of this. This is the Hindash shade in Carve. It's actually a contour product. And I mix a little tiny bit of that into this and it makes it the right shade for me. So that's been working very, very well. Just as a suggestion. It's very cool tone though, so you just have to decide whether that'll work for you. But this is very nice. It's a nice light to medium coverage, a little more light. I think it looks really pretty both in person and on camera. It doesn't look like a mask face, so I really like it a lot. The Under Eye Brightener by Catrice. I am loving this. This is a new product. It is freaking fabulous. I don't think this is going to work for everybody though. I think it's specifically going to work for people that have lighter skin tones. They need to come out with a deeper one. Maybe something a little more like yellowy, orangey, like orangey tone. You know how they have like the peach toned. Peach is a better shade for different skin tones because this has been wonderful. I've been using this instead of concealer recently. It's slightly pink toned and it just brightens and covers and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I freaking love it. No creasing. It's wonderful. You do have to put on sparingly for the no creasing thing. So if I put on too much, I definitely get creasing. As far as my eyes, this is brand new from Sigma. This is their Caramel Apple Quad. It's a new collection. The collection looks like this. It's about to launch August 15th. This launches, and here are the eyeshadow palettes inside, and they're all food themed. Now, I will tell you, I liked 3 out of the 4 shades in here. I did not like the tart shade, the green shade. It was very difficult to blend. Very, very difficult to blend. I finally got it to blend. Excuse me. It's fine, but it's very difficult to blend. I did not enjoy it. The rest of the shades were good, though. The rest of the shades were good. I'll swatch them for you real quick, just so you can see. If you did not watch my swatch party video, we had a freaking blast. All right, let's just do it like this. Boop, because I want you to be able to see it. Boop, boop. All right. So there are the swatches. And like I said, I really do like the lighter 3. It's just the darker one I don't like. It's too pigmented. I can't do it. I can't do it. Look, it won't come off. It's just too pigmented. But other than that, I really like it. This is the only one I've used so far. And then on my cheeks, Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in Pretty Peach, and the Natural Chocolate Too Faced Bronzer. La 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 la. Smells like chocolate. Just a little bit though. It's not super strong. And then on my mascara, I want to share this with you. Benefit was kind enough to send this over. This is the new FanFest mascara, and I am really liking it so far. Length, volume, all the good stuff. Reminds me of the Stila Huge mascara, but not quite as clumpy. That's the closest I can compare this to as far as the formula goes. Here is the wand. I really like the curved wand. Goes on really easily, and very much enjoying this so far. So thank you to Benefit for sending this over. It's a good one. It's a good one. I can't tell you, it's my first time using it, so I can't tell you about flaking, but so far so good. Really, really like the way that it looks. It's all I have on my eyes today, but my eyelashes are so short, it looks like I don't have anything on my lashes, but this is good for me. This is good for me. All right. So let's see. Because the last thing I want to talk about is sponsorships. Okay, so Brenda Lee says, what would your thought be on someone who uses an ad blocker but joins channels they watch regularly? I don't know, because I don't know how that shakes out. To be honest, like my membership is $1.99 a month. I don't know. Well, I probably would get more from the $1.99 a month than I would from the ads. I think. I don't know. I've never thought about that. I don't know how that shakes out. Because it's not like it's just me though. That's the thing. It's not like it's just me. It's all the other channels you watch. It's all the content you consume across the entirety of the internet, all the blogs and the, you know what I mean? Like all if you go to any like news site, if you go to like Pop Sugar, like those people wrote those articles. They worked hard for those articles. And that's how like the magazine stays open, is from the ads, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Ad blockers make me feel icky. I don't like them. So, but anyway, all right. So let's talk about sponsorships. So another thing people don't know is, like affiliate links, a lot of times sponsorships don't come directly from the brand. The higher up you are, the bigger your channel is, the more likely you are to have a management team. And that management team, their job is to get you out there, to promote you as much as possible. And they get paid to do that. So when you see influencers being featured in online magazines, because print magazines are kind of dead, but online magazines and things like that, chances are their management team got that for them. So there's been debate about certain influencers, articles being written about them. Chances are their management team got that for them, to promote whatever it is that they are selling, or to promote their platforms or whatever. They did not get that themselves. Chances are, I mean, if they are in some kind of drama or scandal, the magazine probably didn't reach out to them. At least from what I have heard. I have never been a big influencer, so I don't know this from personal experience, but this is what I have heard. So that increases exposure, and that increases views. And the more views you have, the bigger your sponsorships get. And it just is like this never ending cycle. And that's how you get the mega influencer, is a lot of times the management company's doing the work. For someone my size, there are companies kind of like the affiliate companies that have connections with influencers and connections with brands, and then they hook people up for sponsorships. And that has been my absolute favorite way to do sponsorships, is through these in-between companies that have a lot of companies that they work with. I do have some that are directly through brands. So like, for example, FabFitFun is directly through FabFitFun. So that's really nice, because it's like a long-term connectedness to that company. But the problem when you connect directly to a company is that there's so much turnover in these beauty companies. There have been in the past, like, where literally within a month span, I've connected with 3 different people because the person has left the company. So it's like, I talked to Lisa on September 1st. And then by September 10th, I'm talking to Mary because Lisa is no longer there. And then I'm talking to Janessa because Mary is no longer there, like by the end of the month. It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts how much turnover there can be in the beauty space. So one thing that these in-between companies, they take that part away because they keep files on the individual people. They should know at this point. Sometimes they ask a million times, like what rates are and things like that. So I personally really like these in-between companies that kind of organize everything. The contracts all look the same. They have the same kind of asks. Like, it's very streamlined. They're very, very nice. We do get sponsorships directly from brands occasionally, but when you see like NordVPN or Surfshark or Scentbird, or like the ones that are like the common ones, those are usually, I do have connection directly to Scentbird, but they're usually through these marketing companies, Home Chef, HelloFresh. Those are usually through the marketing companies, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just, as FYI, we have 2 new members. Robin, thank you so much. Hope to see you in live chat next week during our private live chat. And also to All Ears, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Did I get the other one? Yeah, I got Robin, I got All Ears, and then there's one more. Shabadoo. Thank you, Shabadoo. Hope to see you next week. So yeah, sponsorships are the biggest chunk at one time for my channel, where if I have a sponsorship on a What's Up in Makeup, I make the sponsorship chunk of change, and then I make the AdSense on top of that. So that is wonderful. And one thing I'm noticing in longer videos, like for example, I watch occasionally Phil DeFranco's show, where it's similar to mine, but it's like pop culture. I basically copied a lot of what I try to do from Phil. Phil's been doing it almost as long as I have, actually a little bit longer. I think he's beat me just by a little bit if you count my old channel from 2006. But he's been doing multiple sponsorships in one episode, which is, if you can get that, like, that's freaking amazing. You may see that from me eventually. I don't know. But right now I've only got, occasionally we've got one sponsorship at the front of What's Up in Makeup. But that's been wonderful. That is the best way to pay my bills and feed my family, and all of that is the sponsorships. But the thing is that you can't get sponsorships unless you get views and engagement. Without views and engagement, you won't get sponsorships. So the views and engagement are really, really, really important. Engagement meaning that people are leaving comments, people are thumbs upping the videos. So when I say, I'm going to be 100% transparent. When I say, what do you think about this? I genuinely want to know, because I wouldn't ask you a question if I didn't want to know. But it's also because that engagement really helps the channel. That's a secondary reason. So for me, I want to know engagement is here, but it's still there. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's still there. So when you leave comments, it really does help. And what's wonderful is that some people will leave comments that say, commenting for the algorithm, and I love you. Like, even if you don't have anything to say, like, how much it helps me just that there's a comment. So you're like, comment for the algorithm, and it's like, thank you. That's so nice of you. I appreciate you. Because it also tells YouTube that it's a good video when the video is being engaged with. It's all of these machines that are going on behind the scenes, all of these ones and zeros going on behind the scenes that are kind of deciding if I can keep this as a job. So when you do that, it really does help me out so much. And other creators as well. I think I saw that there was another member. I don't know. Dislikes do count as engagement. Yes, they absolutely do. So if you go on a video and you dislike it, that does help them in a way. But at the same time, you're letting your feelings be known. So, you used to have a list of influencers you admired in the description box. Any reason why you removed it? Because it takes up too much space. There used to not be, if I remember correctly, a limit to how much you could put in your description box. And now there is. Well, maybe there was always a limit. I can't remember, but it just took up too much space. That was why. So now I link people when it's relevant. Like when I talk about them specifically, I try to remember to link them. And now what's really cool is there's a tag feature. So I can actually @ the person and it'll put something in their notifications that I talked about them, so they can come over and watch the video if they want to, which I think is super cool. But that was a really long time ago. You've been around for a while. Yeah. And you know what? And the other thing is too, a lot of those people don't even make videos anymore. So it's like I'm tagging like the air at this point. But the big reason why I took it out is because it took up too much room, because I only have so many characters, and I put my Amazon links in there. And like, it was like, who was I linking? I was linking Phil DeFranco, who he doesn't care if I send people over there. He doesn't care. I was linking Cassie from Thrift Deck, who isn't really recently decided she's not going to make as many videos anymore. Ishani, Total Makeup Junkie 101, who rarely uploads. So it's like, it's like, it takes up too much space. I have to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you I got to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Jenny, this is a great question. Are sponsorships the same as endorsements? No, they're not. Because a sponsorship, from my understanding, is when you are specifically paid for something. An endorsement is when you are speaking for, like, when I talked about this, that was an endorsement for this product, but I didn't get paid to tell you that. Unless someone clicks a link and buys this. But as of now, there's no link under the description box for this. If you're watching on the replay, there may be a link. But as of now, this is just an endorsement. So because it's an endorsement, I have to tell you I got it in PR. but I'm not getting paid for it, which is the sponsorship piece. That is a great question. Joe says, Jen, if you had an emoji to ask people to comment after watching your video, like a brain or a certain color heart that makes it easier for people to add a comment if they don't have time to write something. That's a really good point. I should do that. Thanks, Joe. Dolphins Girl, who dislikes? I just move along. I have some channels. I follow smaller ones that encourage both likes and dislikes, but I don't get that they don't cancel each other out. I've disliked probably, I would say probably under 10 videos in my whole time on YouTube, maybe under 15 at this point. It has to be real, real bad. Like really bad. Like I have to be offended. It has to be bad. Most of the time I just move on. It's very rare, very, very rare. They don't cancel each other out in that they're both, that's engagement, likes, dislikes, it's engagement. It helps either way. Off topic, but are you still doing the marshmallows? Yes. Yes. My marshmallow company is still going strong. But you can only buy it, if you're not familiar, you can only buy it if you're in my state because of cottage food laws, which is like a thing to like help to make sure that, for people that have dirty places that they make food, to make sure it doesn't get, if there's damage, it doesn't go too far, I guess. I don't know, but I can only ship within my state unless I get a commercial kitchen, which is ridiculously expensive. And I just don't want to mess with all that. So, ooh, Justine says another question. I've just seen influencers say in the video in collaboration with X company. What's the difference between that and a sponsorship and a collaboration? That's probably a sponsorship. If they say this video is in collaboration with, or this video is, or thank you, I don't know, what else do they say? That's probably a sponsorship. If they say it's in collaboration with. What else? Partnering. Partnering is another word. It's sponsorship. They're getting paid. Yeah, True Want says I just got PR from FabFitFun this season and last, and it's not sponsored, just PR. That's great. That's great to get that box. It's a great I do sponsored videos for them. This is not sponsored. I freaking love FabFitFun. Not every box is a banger, but I've almost bought a second subscription multiple times, but never pulled the trigger on it. Because of the clutter aspect. It's like, Jen, do you really need it? Do you really need it? Melena, is there a difference between comments and thumbs up for the channel? I think it's all engagement. I don't know how it all shakes out, but I think it's all engagement. I don't know. Because YouTube keeps a lot of stuff quiet. Sell merch for my marshmallow company so we can support. I could. I just figured, what's funny is Teresa, who's one of my moderators, keeps trying to get me to make t-shirts with her because she has connections to a print company. And it's like, why would anybody, would you guys really buy that? I feel like nobody would buy it. Like I don't know. I guess maybe I could do like stickers and buttons and mugs and stuff like that. But I feel like t-shirts is a little like, would you guys wear a Mad Marshmallows t-shirt? I don't know. It would have to be a really cute design. I could do something cute. I don't know. Maybe. That would be cool, though. That would be super cool. Yes, the Mad Marshmallow merch. Okay, all right. Teresa, you're right. I'm wrong. You're right. People would buy it. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Leanne, why can't we just say sponsor? People will support either way. I think that it's just, well, sometimes it's the language within the contract that, like FabFitFun, it says that you're supposed to say partnered. I don't think that they're trying to be shady. I think it's just like, they do say you have to say that you're sponsored, but they have partnered in their lingo. Like it's like FabFitFun partner and stuff like that. But I don't think they're trying to be shady about it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. You guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you would buy Mad Marshmallows merch. I'll make some. Can you submit a design? Yeah, sure. That would be nice of you if you wanted to design something for me. That would be nice. Sure. Email me at jenlovesreviews@gmail.com. We'll talk about it. We'll chat. Oh, oh, love your shirt today. Thank you so much. This was in one of my subscription boxes. I think this was in, it says per my last email if you're listening. It was in one of, I think it was Wantable, which I do pay for. Marshmallow candles. You know what? I'm sorry, we're off topic now. We flopped off topic. I actually still have connection to Candles by Victoria. We could do a marshmallow candle. That would be fun. Maybe we should. Maybe I should contact Victoria. Her candles are the best. They're the best. Well, actually, I have two favorites now because my friend Tiffany at Coco and Soy, who is at the markets with me, I think that I love hers too. I just love them for different reasons. Hers, I love for the complexity and how much heart she puts into the scents. But Victoria has like the bakery stuff that I love with like the design aspect of it, where Tiffany's at Coco and Soy, which I think you can order online, they are more just like, they're more traditional candles, but their scents are so complex and unique, and how much love she puts into her company. She's amazing. I freaking love Tiffany. Coco and Soy is the one, and then Candles by Victoria. Both small companies. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hi, Angie. I know Angie's talked about this topic on her channel as well, as far as like sponsorships, affiliate links, and stuff like that. Angie's very transparent about this stuff. So, so what else? What else did we want to talk about? What else did I miss? But sponsorships really are wonderful. So for me personally, my vast majority of my breakdown, I don't know exactly because I haven't actually crunched the numbers, but the majority of my money that I make is from Google AdSense. Next would be sponsorships, and then next would be the affiliate links. Affiliate links really are relatively minimal for my channel. I don't make a ton off of those. I think it's just because I don't like really push them a lot. I don't do a lot of like review videos anymore that much, you know, like I don't know, I just don't. And also I don't review really expensive stuff, because the more expensive stuff you review, the more commission you make. So that's a thing too. Yeah, candles that smell like my marshmallows, that would be awesome. We'd do a mint chocolate chip candle. Would that be weird? Like a mint chocolate, it would probably smell like toothpaste, but that would be fun, like a mint chocolate chip, or strawberries and cream, or s'mores. Those would be the ones that come to my mind right away. They might make good candles. But yeah, I freaking love this job. I'm so thankful to do this job. I wouldn't be able to do this job without y'all watching my videos. So thank you for that. We have about 3 minutes left, so we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Yeah, BetterHelp. I don't know. Oh, wait, what happened? Thoughts on influencers using BetterHelp as a sponsor after they were fined $7.4 million for selling people sensitive info, but so many influencers still use them as sponsors. Okay, so I know like the edges of that story. I know enough to not take a BetterHelp sponsorship. I have not, will not. I have been approached by BetterHelp, not recently, but a while ago. I know enough to not take it, but I don't know enough to judge anybody for taking them. And that's just my lack of knowledge. It's not me like saying yes or no or anything. I just don't know enough. So yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty cruddy, but I don't know enough. I would have to do my own research on that to make some kind of like, I don't support this person because, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm very selective of who I do sponsorships with. I have to, like, John gets so annoyed with me too, because I will not do a sponsorship unless I have taken time to try the product. So John manages my sponsorships. He does like a lot of the negotiating of rates and stuff like that, because I'm not very good at asking for money. Unlike Jacqueline, I am not a good salesperson when it comes down to it. I am not good at negotiating rates. I'm always like, oh, well, you don't have to pay that much. I know you're a new brand. Like, you know, like John's like, no. So like I will not try something unless I can 100% stand behind it. As far as like the quality of the product and all of that. I do have a sponsorship with Nira coming up. I think it's next week, where they came out with a new Pro device. They're having a big sale on it. I have not tried the product yet, but I know enough about Nira, and having used their other product enough, it's just going to be an unboxing. It's not going to be a review, like specifically because I can't review it. I haven't used it. So, but we're going to unbox it. I'm going to show it to you and tell you all the features and everything. So that Nira sponsorship, I think, is going to be on next week's episode of What's Been Makeup. But my point of saying that is that I won't take a sponsorship unless I know 100% that this is something. Actually, you know, what's really funny? This is something I don't think I've ever told y'all. So do y'all know, this is actually, I don't know why I'm telling you a story, because I can't shut up about my own things. Y'all know that I like crystals and stuff. I think I've talked about this before. Like, I put rocks in my pockets. Like, I believe in crystal energy, in that even if it's just placebo, it works for me. I don't care whether it actually, whether, I don't, I used to keep citrine on my desk at work because I felt like it helped me to be a better speaker, to be a better, it's dumb. I know, and I'm not saying it's dumb, because it's not dumb. I believed in it. I thought, I still do. I think that it works for me. Even if it's just all in my head, I don't care. It works. Doesn't matter if it's all in my head. So anyway, I also really enjoy and find interest in like tarot cards and stuff like that. I know some people, now here come the comments about how I'm a devil worshiper and all. It's not like that. It's not. But I think that stuff is fascinating. I think like psychic readings and all this stuff is absolutely fascinating, right? So like energy healings, Reiki, I think stuff was interesting. So I had a company reach out to me that they did psychic readings to do a sponsorship. And I almost did it. Okay. Even though I was kind of like, my audience is going to think I am absolutely nuts for doing this sponsorship. I said I was going to do it. So I was like, okay, we're going to go through with this. I went on that website and tried to navigate it. It was atrocious. It was such a bad customer experience. It was so bad. Like you couldn't like, it was just people just saying that they were psychics, and then you just paid them. Like they would give you a certain number of credits like out front, like to use, but you just paid these random people. Like there was no way to like get to know them, like, or know whether they like had any intuitive skills at all before you gave them money. I'm like, absolutely not. So I canceled it. So I lost out on a lot of money canceling that. But it just gave me the icks. Like there was just a thing, it gave me the icks. And plus, I'm such a sciencey person. It just doesn't it doesn't really make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know why I said yes in the beginning anyway. Because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, this is not a good match. Like, even though I find this stuff interesting, it's not like I actually truly believe in it. I just love the idea of it. And I love that it could possibly be true, that some people are more intuitive than other people and may be able to like connect on a spiritual level to certain things. I don't know. I'd more love the idea, but it wasn't a good match. So I backed out of it, but I lost so much money. I lost so much money on that. So anyway, I don't know what the point was of me telling you that story, but the thing is, because I was talking about, I don't take sponsorships unless I really believe in it. Cause I just couldn't, with that. I could not. But anyway, we're over time. We're 3 minutes over. Thank you for being here in live chat. This was a fun one. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. Yeah, Carly, this is the same person from earlier about BetterHelp. BetterHelp is awful. A lot of therapists aren't even qualified therapists. See, I've heard like mixed things. Like some people say that that they've cracked down on that and now that they're better, but I don't know. I don't know anything. Yeah, Angie says my daughter loves crystals, tarot, etc. with her whole heart. No shade here. I think that it's fun, honestly. Yeah, Lexi, crystals have energy. I love that stuff also. Lori says, I'm a level 2 Reiki practitioner trying to get my master Reiki. I got Reiki twice. The first time, it was the weirdest thing because she wasn't touching me. And I swear to you, I felt heat coming out of her hands. Like she was not touching me. It was like, there was no, and then it was like nothing. And then all of a sudden I just felt heat. It was like, what is happening? There's so much we just don't know. I don't like shutting off my mind to the possibility that stuff's real because it's so freaking cool, Ricky says, I practice tarot and have crystals myself. I'm in a spiritual awakening area. It's so fun. It really is. But that really wasn't a good sponsorship. Amanda says I should have done it. It's just that platform sucked. It just sucked. The user experience was terrible. I even reached out to a guy that I follow. I'm sorry, I'm keeping you a little longer. Just one more thing about that. A guy that's an ASM artist that I love, that was on that platform. And I was like, oh, I could get I know him. I trust him because I watch his ASMR videos, and he never got back to me. Like, I was like, I'm not just going to try some rando. Like, I don't know. A lot of y'all like crystals. See, now I feel like I should find a different platform, not that one, a different one. I need to set some crystals at work this year to set up a positive energy space. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I had somebody, okay, I have one more. Oh gosh, I can't wait. I have one more. So I had no, you know what? I'm not going to tell that story because it's being disrespectful to somebody that commented on my video. Basically, somebody called me a devil worshiper for supporting a company that had crystals in the bottom of their, I think it was Makeup Revolution, had those crystals at the bottom of their lip glosses. And they were like, be careful putting that on your lips because the devil will get inside you or something. I was like, okay, I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe. That's fine. If you don't want it, that's fine. But allow other people to believe. I mean, you can believe if you think that it's evil, then that's your right. If you believe it's amazing, that's your right. Everyone has a right to believe whatever they want. That was why I was trying not to tell that story, but it fell out of my face anyway. All right, I'm going now. It's overtime. Mad love. Have a great week. Next week's video, where are we at? I have no idea what next week's video is going to be for the channel, next week's Friday video. But I will definitely see you back for What's Been Makeup on Sunday. Have a wonderful week. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.